made a way.
Just like old Daniel in the hungry lion's den.
My God
delivered me just like he did him.
He made a way.
Just like old Moses standing there beside the sea.
Made a way.
He made a way for me. Now I know there are times when the road will get rough, and all of us feel like at times giving up. But remember, my friend,
one street over there's a life I could have known. One street over there's a life I could have known. One beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe that road could have carried me to streets of gold. Things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I have today. Times gone by, I've traded black dirt into clay. I thought my memories would end. One street over's now 1,000 miles away. When I close my eyes, I'm back to where I've been. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing.
How glad I am to be back in this seat because it has been a crazy summer. Trent Cobb, Ronnie Pendleton is in the house. They're in the house with me, and just real quickly, I'll just update you guys. I'm back. I told you guys I was in Mexico. We had our mission trip. It was fabulous. That was my 10th trip to Mexico, and I've just got so many dear friends down there, and so had that, and then I had my knee replaced a week ago today.
Did you leave it in Mexico or something? Have to get one?
No, but I'll tell you, it was so funny because I had both of my knees replaced this summer, and we're back at school today. Trent goes, "So you gonna be at school tomorrow?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna be there today." So, my husband, I'm sounding very enthusiastic. My husband has been with me all week going, you sure you're ready for this, LaVern? Yeah. But I'll tell you real quickly, we did a whole show on joint replacement. I brought Bethany Tease in, my therapist over at Star Physical Therapy, and we talked about, and Bill Jones just had one of his knees replaced, and we talked about don't wait. I mean, if you've got joint issues, guys, don't wait. I had done my right knee like the week we got out of school, and I got that one done, and then I had to, I wanted to go to Mexico and do my mission trip, and walking into the airport as we're leaving, my left knee locked up on me, and I was kind of like, because it hadn't been giving me any trouble, and it was like, oh, and I mean, I thought I was going to not, but I got around and I did okay, but don't wait on that stuff. And now the recovery is not awesome, but you can do it. You guys, I know Ronnie was right there, so can I help you get out of the car? It's like, I got it. But anyway, it's Fair Week, y'all. I'm so excited. My first day back, we get to talk about something so much fun. And it's like I told you guys, I was so thrilled because I knew it'd be an easy guess because I could just say, go. And so anyway, I'm glad to be back. So glad you guys are with me. And school's back in session tomorrow. So much going on. But hi, welcome to it.
Yeah, it's, school being back in, that's like it used to be, but school didn't start back until September.
Right.
And the fair kicked off in September.
After Labor Day.
After Labor Day.
Yeah, Ronnie, you're going to pull that microphone in, buddy. You're gonna have to, you'll have to kind of tip that. You'll have to pull the book over to. You're gonna have to get right on that microphone. Move your book.
I got you.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. Let's move that book.
Yeah,
Come on.
but he can't. He's got to have that book in a certain spot.
Yes,
or
I
he
know,
can't see
because
it.
he's got. This is. Man, this is so pretty. These are collectibles. They're just so beautiful. Whoever did your photography on this, my goodness, they did a fabulous job. I mean, beautiful. Goodness. Look
well,
at that. Look at that. I just love that right there. Just right out of the gate. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
I
well,
love
you know,
that.
Stephanie Doris and Pam Drake are the ones that put the catalog together
What
for
a great
us.
job.
So,
It's Fair Week.
Printing did,
yeah, and Thompson Printing did the
Okay.
printing.
Well, they did a
So,
wonderful job. It's always beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we've talked about how long the fair has been going, and there's some old fair programs out there that you can find. And I mean, it's just cool stuff. We've got just the coolest county, y'all. I'm just so thankful y'all let me come in. Y'all let me be a part of it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's exactly right.
there you
So,
go. So all right, guys, fair is this week. Where do you want to start?
well, we'll start at the parade.
Okay.
It is one of the longest running parades in the state of Tennessee. And it kicks off tomorrow, August the 6th at 5:00. We'll start up at Covenant Confirmers Church, 10th Avenue, and
Right.
come down right
Can't miss it.
beside, CVS and
You'll
turn.
see the crowd gathering.
You will see the crowd gathering. There is, you know, it's always a lot of fun. Now, being up there and trying to get everybody lined up and get started is absolutely no fun. And it's going to be 98 degrees tomorrow on that asphalt. So,
I was just looking at the weather. How are we doing for tomorrow? Yeah, I mean it's going to be hot, but it's sunny, so we
yeah.
don't have the rain, so that's good.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got sunshine all the way through this week,
Yeah,
so that's good.
Yeah, we're good on that. But
Yeah.
like I say,
nights are going to cool down some too, a little bit.
Yeah, that's just it. In the
Yeah.
70s. I mean, you're in the 70s at night, so it's going to be a great week, guys. It's
yeah,
gonna be an awesome
it
week.
is.
It really is.
The city of Adams, they have loaned us their big fans that they use at their pavilion to put down in the white buildings, you know, just to
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
keep air moving and stuff like that. We have installed new heating and cooling air conditioners in the red building, so it'll be a lot more comfortable. You know, we'll have fans, you know, underneath the food court area out there beside the concession stand, you know, just doing everything we can to make everybody comfortable since we know it's early this year. But like I say, to have a good carnival, you have to have good rides, and we want to stay with Kissel Entertainment because they are one of the country's best as far as rides go and workers and stuff like that. So we had to move some dates around just to make sure we kept them.
They kind of set our fair date.
Yeah, and see,
Yeah.
and I've explained that to people a lot because people, you know, everybody thinks I know all the things because I, you know, do the show. And so I've had a lot of people go, why is the fair so early? And I said, it is strictly because of who we want to bring our rides in. And we want to make sure that we have a group that's going to be, you know, everything it needs to be for a fair.
They do a great
And
job.
yeah, they really do. It's fabulous.
But
So,
the only thing that hurts is, you know, when you go into the exhibit hall, you know, there's not any tobacco hanging because it's too early. You know, there's not any cured tobacco yet. So there's some soybeans in there, some stuff like that. Now, actual produce, you know, you'll have more of. That's more of a summer crop. But, you know, more of your fall stuff like your pumpkins and stuff like that, you know, they're just not ready yet. So,
well, but in the same sense, last year, because it was later, we missed out on some stuff.
yeah.
So some of the things that we missed last year are going to get their chance now to, you know, the squashes and
Yeah.
things like that had already done their time.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have an opportunity to show
Yeah.
that stuff. So it all works out.
Yeah.
You know, and it is the first week of school. So kids, I just, you know, everybody, I just think it's because the kids are still got that little last bit of summer in them. They don't want to be at school this week.
Yeah.
I was thinking last night how many of the kids are sleeping in this morning because it's their last time to sleep
Yeah.
in. You know, they're getting that snooze in. You know, and I can't wait to mess with them tomorrow. But you know,
Yeah.
and keep in mind, guys, you know, buses will be running, all of those things. Pay
Yeah.
attention to what's going on out there.
And luckily it's just a half day so they can get out, go home, get a little more rest, then be down at the fair
Yeah.
be on, on Memorial Boulevard before 5 o'clock to watch the parade, and then come on in.
Well, it's so funny because I'm on the board for Recovery Court, and we've got our Recovery Fest coming up. And so Althea and her boyfriend Logan came by yesterday and picked up the trailer at my house because I got the phone call. LaVern, do you have a trailer we can use?
Yeah.
And so they got the trailer because they're getting ready to put their float together.
Yeah.
For Recovery. I don't know if it's for the Recovery Fest or Recovery Court or both. Probably both.
Yeah.
But, and do you know how many floats you're going to have in the parade?
Now, see no, I do not.
I really never know.
We never know.
Yeah.
Until you get there,
Yeah, they register, and Rusty Fuqua, who is the head of the parade, he said the last week is when you start really getting all the phone calls and stuff, people calling and saying, "Hey, can I?" Yeah,
last
so
minute.
Yeah.
so,
So
but they'll be, and there's been times when we'll be up there getting everybody lined up and getting everybody out of the parking lot. And, people, almost to the fairgrounds are already seeing the parade. That's how long it is.
Yeah.
It's they're still in the parking lot pulling out while they're going across the fairgrounds.
Rusty does a great job with that because it's like herding cats almost, trying to get it all lined up and everything.
Yeah.
I've been in the parade before, back when I had my days with the Republican Party, and it was a lot of fun. Just getting all lined up and all the things, and it's always a blast getting ready to do all that, and there'll be the politics out there. The politicians will be out there and having their floats and all of those things. But so I've gotten to be a part of that, and it is done very well.
Yeah.
And it is just a blast to be, just to be a part of things and just kind of, I don't know, it's so iconic in the way we do the fair, and just the whole feel of it is just what this county is about. It really is. And it's well done, and you guys put so much time into it. God bless y'all.
Yeah,
I know y'all are exhausted.
We was there
already.
We was there till almost 9 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
And it was still pretty warm outside. It seemed like it was, but it was fun. I mean, finally it got dark. Everybody had left the exhibit halls and stuff because we have to wait until everybody leaves to start putting up all the fences and ticket booths and stuff like that. So while everybody was entering stuff, we was running around doing everything we could, just wait for everybody to leave. But it's like I say, you gotta love it.
Oh yeah, it is a great time. So we kick off with the parade tomorrow, 5 o'clock, heads into the fair, first night of the fair. So what can we expect when we walk into the fair this year? What is our schedule? How do y'all want to unpack this?
Well, we'll start off
It's
by
all
saying,
you guys, because we got an hour, so we're going to unpack it. So, I mean, definitely you want to stick around. We're going to talk all things Robertson County Fair. It kicks off tomorrow night with the parade and all the events. We're going to cover all of that, but anyway, just a lot to cover, and this is the first week of school. There's just a lot going on here on one street over, and so we're so glad you're here with us.
Well,
go ahead.
And actually, the fair parade is at 5 o'clock, but going on at 1 o'clock is the open bacon show.
Okay.
Inside the red building. That's what we would call it. It's the exhibit hall. I mean, that's the official term for the red building.
So do you have to? Is that something you bring stuff to, or are you cooking there?
No, you bring it there and judge and stuff like that, So that's at 1 o'clock, and then obviously the parade starts at 5 p.m. Now the gates open at 5 also. And I
If
see.
you're part of the baking, though, did you have to pre-register, or can you just bring something in?
I'm pretty sure you had to pre-register.
think
Yeah,
you had to
I think
pre-register.
you have to pre-register.
So
to do
those
that,
people that are registered in that, of course, they'll have access. They can come on in; they're part of it, and they'll have early access.
Yes,
Okay.
that is right.
Okay,
So,
good deal.
and then, actually, let me back up because I see here, and I knew this, but I've never really paid a whole lot of attention to it. The flower show entries will be coming in today.
Okay.
And they'll be judging the flowers and all that, today, where they'll still be there, all out on the tables and everything like that.
Yeah, the entries are 8 to 10,
Okay.
and then 10:30 is when they're going to start judging them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we'll be able to come in and see ribbons and the things,
Yes.
and placements. So is all the judging done before the fair opens
Yes,
tomorrow? So
yes.
that's when you go in, because I have friends
All
that
the
have
ribbons
entered
will be
stuff.
on 'em and-
Yeah,
And they'll be like, some of them will get to walk in and go, oh, look, I got a ribbon, you know, that,
Yep,
that kind of thing. And that's so exciting.
That's exactly right. Yeah, all the judging takes place prior to 5 o'clock gates opening on Tuesday. So
Okay, very good. And it's just cool stuff. So here we go. So unpack it for
yeah,
us.
and
Keep going.
then we got from 5 to 7:30 we have Maddie Taylor on the acoustic stage. Compliments of
Tommy Marsh.
Tommy
Crooked Eye
Marsh.
Tommy.
He does a great job with getting
Love that
entertainment.
guy.
I mean,
yes, he
Yeah.
is on top of it.
Yes,
too.
he is. He is. If
And
you've
then-
not met him, he's a lot of fun. But anyway.
yeah, and then I love this name because this is just like how the fair operates. Is Dave Delgado and the Last Minute Band is on the Century stage. So
I love it.
I mean, we have all year to prepare, but it's like the last week we're just scrambling
I
around
love
getting
that.
everything. But
That's hysterical. That's funny.
Everybody has a job and works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All volunteers.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, people take vacations, to work at the fair,
Right.
and so. But
That's
don't let
funny.
don't let that get you down.
Because that's
now,
one thing
'cause-
we're going to talk about is that if
Yes.
you want to be a part of the fair and all that those things, because I mean, it's one thing I was asking you guys, because I know Tommy is relatively new to the area, but he's already on the board there.
Yeah.
And he and his thing was he came into the fair and a few years ago and said, "Where's your music?" And y'all needed somebody to lead that up, and he just took it and ran with it. And you couldn't ask for a better guy to handle that.
Oh yeah.
JT had retired, and
Right.
Tommy came in just
Perfect
at the perfect
timing.
timing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you may see something. If you go to the fair this year and you're like, "Hey, what if we did this?" Come and talk to them. And we'll talk a little bit more about being a volunteer. But right now is the time to think about, hey, I want to be a part of this next year. I want to be a part of this fair family.
Yeah, just
Right.
I mean, yeah. If you come down to the fair this year, walk around, talk to some of the fair board members, and kind of get a feel of what I mean. Like I say, we have people like Ronnie here. He's a car guy, so he does the car show and the go-kart races, and I'll let him talk about that and stuff like that. So he knows that area, so that's what he does for the fair boards. Tommy is music, so that's what he does.
If
So.
we got some semi-retired or retired people that would like to get involved, that maybe even know how to drive a skid steer or heavy
Yeah.
equipment or
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of things you can do down there.
Electrical, plumbing, 'cause
Electrical, plumbing,
I'm
yes.
giving up the plumbing side of it. I mean, I'm going to hand my golden plunger to somebody
Oh,
else.
that's
So,
great. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. You're
so-
jack of all trades, though, bud. You
yeah,
know.
so,
Trinket it.
That's
right. You
what
get
they
that a lot,
think. So,
drinking it.
Yeah, but now I've got my apprentice right here that he'll get in there and he'll get nasty with you, So
Oh, that's funny. And
It's a lot of fun, though.
Yes.
I mean, be involved in it, seeing how it's all goes, set up and everything. It's a lot of fun.
yeah,
I love it.
Until you've been on the board or been around the board, you just don't realize just how many hours are put into just making the fair happen.
It's
you
a
know,
lot.
so
It's a lot.
It's
But
a lot,
it's-
but
I just see the camaraderie though with you guys when
We're-
I've been
we're a
out there,
family.
and you definitely are. And it's just fun to see how you guys interact and just how it all comes together because it always works out.
Yeah,
and
well,
it just,
yeah,
it's
I mean,
always great.
we're a dysfunctional family, but we're a family.
all right.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're all going to make sure we're there doing what we need to do to get it happen, to make it happen.
We might as well touch on this already because
I'm gonna get you to tip your mic up just a little bit to where it's just tip it up. There you go. Just
the
perfect.
drone races for Tuesday, those people's canceled on us.
Yeah.
So
Last minute.
That's a
we don't
bummer.
want
Yeah.
people coming expecting it to be
Yeah.
there,
So,
and
and-
there's nothing. We tried everything we could do. but
Yeah.
we just couldn't make it happen.
Yeah. So, that's one of those things that you just sometimes stuff happens. So just know that the drone races has been canceled.
Yeah, and you'll notice that
And that was not the fair board. They got canceled on
at the
last
bottom
minute.
of the schedule of events, dates, times, and events are subject to change
Yeah.
because, things like that happen or, weather. I mean, the fair is outside.
Yeah.
So weather plays a big part. So, I mean, we've had to cancel things. But like I say, this year, we've got good weather all the way through.
Yeah.
It's going to be cooling off in the afternoons when the fair's starting. So Tuesday will just be the hottest day. But we'll after Tuesday, it'll be great. But,
I think so too. And this is just, I mean, you want to get out. Like I said, Tuesday would be a really good night to come in and look at the exhibits and kind of get your kind of parameters of how everything's set up and what kind of get your overview of it all, and come in and then just do you have any ride specials? Because that's one thing when you got kiddos and you think about do we have armband days? Do we have ticket days? How is that playing out?
well,
As far as the best time to bring the kids where they can ride all they want to ride.
Looks like it says Tuesday is the back to school special.
Okay.
And it's $15 pay one way, and that includes carnival rides.
There you go.
Gates
Right
open
there.
at 5:00.
gates open
There you
at
go.
5. Yeah, and like I say, Tuesday at 15, like Ronnie said, and then Wednesday and Thursday, it goes up to $18 pay one way.
That's a great.
It's
you
not
can't beat
bad,
it. You can't beat it.
But and then obviously Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights is senior citizens. So anybody 60 and older gets in free admission when you donate to the Kiwanis for Kids Christmas Assistance Program.
Okay, what does that mean? What do I need to bring? Do I bring a toy? Do I
Toys.
bring cash?
Basically,
New
toys.
toys.
There's a list:
Okay.
football, soccer ball, basketballs, bicycles, makeup.
Okay, of things that
just-
they're looking for.
Yes.
And
yes.
so, as I'm a senior citizen, I guess like we all in the room are, or are
Yeah.
we? So we would all qualify, but that's a big deal. I'm learning to. That's one thing. This is probably the first summer that I've realized, oh, I'm a senior now. I can get that discount. Going to the ball games with my grandson.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I can get in cheaper. So
and there's
so there you go.
And there's no way you could ever volunteer for the fair because you've got way too many things going on.
I know, and I would love to. I mean, that's
Yeah.
one thing. Y'all have asked me to do a couple of things, and I work with so much stuff at my church, and so that keeps me locked up. But there's always a chance to get there, and I always get out there at some point because I love it.
There's no age limit, ain't that right,
No.
Ronnie?
That's right.
Yeah.
So what are the senior nights? What are the days that I can get in with the discount?
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights.
Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, and here's the thing, guys. If we talked a little bit. I'm kind of all over the place here, but we're going to very strategically unpack it for you before the show is over today. But talking about Tommy, the music, I want to just kind of address that. People don't realize the kind of shows that are going on out there.
Yeah, these are.
And a lot of times there's not a huge I've sat out there and there's just been a few of us sitting there listening to these guys pouring their heart out into their music.
Yeah.
Outstanding shows. So maybe you're somebody that's like, well, I don't really want to walk around the midway. I can't right now because of my knee.
Yeah.
But I can go sit and listen to some music.
And there'll be good music.
you know there
He
will.
knows
every
people
night.
all over the country.
Oh, my gosh.
Involved in the music industry.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, it's just if for no other reason, just come out and make a donation to the kiddos for the toy drive, and then you can get in and go hear some great music, eat a waffle cake. I mean, come on, or something fried that that's just what you can. Only time you can get it's at the fair, really.
Yep.
So,
So
you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So okay, we'll keep unpacking it for
And
us.
if anybody wants a fair booklet, we've got them at the red building in front there. There's a little
Yeah.
box. that
You can stop by and pick them up.
pick them
You
up.
can stop
It's got
by,
all
pick
the
'em up,
schedules.
and there are locations out and
They're
about.
scattered.
I
I think Ace Hardware always has
Ace
them.
Hardware
Yeah.
has them. Farmers Bank, Farm Credit.
Okay. I
just-
see stacks of them around town, so just grab you one. Lee Marie, her friend's on the back cover there, and so she handed it off to Jeff. I guess that's Jeff Allen.
Yeah.
Is that who that is? She said something about he didn't know he was on the back cover. I think that's what she said. So we'll leave you one. Who is that? She said, hang on a second. She gave hers up. So, yeah. So he said he didn't know.
That's at the
Ronnie's-
car show.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Ronnie's car
Yeah,
right there.
he didn't realize he was on the back cover, and she's like, "Oh, here you are." And
Yeah.
so we will leave you a copy, Lee Marie. So we'll definitely leave a couple in here, so for the show, just so we can talk about it all week. But so where did we get to as far as what we've got going on? So
Okay.
go ahead.
Friday.
Okay.
That's going to be a big day there. We got a big event Friday. We got a motocross race.
That's going to be exciting.
we
Go ahead
got
and
some-
tease that, and let me do a break, and then we'll come back and start unpacking it a little more strategically, so people can follow. We've been chasing cats and rabbits and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
We always do.
Yeah.
So
I'm in the room, so that's what's going to happen. So go ahead. What is happening on Friday?
We have a motocross race, and as far as I know about this, it's supposed to be a big motocross race. It's going to pay a lot of money to win, and these guys are going to put on a great show.
It's going to be fun.
I don't think we've ever done this before.
no, we've
have
never
we?
done a
No.
motocross before.
And this is the professional guys. They're really good, and so it should be a good show.
I
Should be
love
a
it.
really good show.
Well, and
Because I think it's I may be wrong about this, but I think it's paying almost $2,000 to win, right?
that right
Yeah.
there brings them out.
Yeah.
You know, that was one thing we were taught. We had the Thresherman show recently, and they had more teams and different pullers and different, because you get cash on the
yes.
prize, man. That's when you bring them out.
They got all different
Yep.
age groups,
Yep.
so this ought to really be a good show.
That's going to be fun. What time's that start?
It starts
7 p.m.
7, yes.
So So if I come to that, what's it going to cost me to get in the gate?
It's going to cost you, since you're an adult, $12 to get in.
Okay, and that gets me.
That gets you in the gate.
And students
And-
are $6.
Yeah, and
$6.
students are $6.
But now we'll have to buy tickets those nights.
Yes,
for the
Friday and
rides.
Saturday nights you buy tickets.
You buy tickets.
Yes.
So keep all that straight. Just kind of, so you've got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. One price gets you in. You get everything.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then Friday and Saturday night, you've got the gate price. And then you're going to buy your tickets for the rides, but that's standard. That's how it
Yes.
usually is. You always have you have those nights where you can come in and just ride the rides, and then you have the nights where you're paying the gate, and so $12 for adults, $6 for kiddos, students, and then you're going to buy your tickets, and then you're going to have that motocross. But what's happening on Saturday night as far as that?
The
That's the demo.
demo
derby.
derby.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. How many of us have
That's
seen?
enough said.
There you
right?
go. Demo Derby. There you go.
Yeah.
We're talking with Ronnie Pendleton and Trent Cobb. They are here talking all things Robertson County Fair. And we're going to pause, though, for a minute and talk about some of our sponsors right now. And I'm just going to kind of put out here, we're looking for some sponsors for One Street Over. We got some openings. We don't oftentimes have openings. So if you're somebody that wants to do some advertising with us, be sure and let me know, and we'll reach out to you. But one of our longest running sponsors is Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty. And since I've got you in here, I'm going to talk about y'all too, because that's one of the things that Barry and Rebecca talk about is whether you use us or not, just use somebody local. And you guys have your realty. Talk about that for us. We can talk about both.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we have Cobb Hill Homes.
Uh-huh.
And like I say, local, we've been here since 1793.
There you go. And so when you've got somebody that knows the county, that's what you want. And that's one of the things I love about Barry and Rebecca. They're like, man, use us, don't use us, but use somebody that knows this county. And so I know they refer people to you guys a lot and back and forth, just because you know the different things. But like Barry and Rebecca, they're like me, they're transplants. They're from Kentucky. So they know Kentucky, and so they buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line up in Kentucky, but they're cross-planians, we like to call them, and they've been here about 30 years. So they specialize.
Newcomers.
Oh, listen at that. Come on. But Barry opened a brokerage office in downtown. He came out of a marketing background, and that's huge because he's got all this marketing experience. So if you've got property that you're showing, you want to make sure the pictures are right and all that, he can help you with that. And then Rebecca's office is an agency office up in White House, and they took those two offices to bring you a new branch in the Exit Tree. So they changed their name about 6-7 months ago, but they're Exit Prime Realty instead of the Garden Gate team. And just they help me with so much stuff. They're so involved in the community and in the county. And Barry comes in and helps me with all kinds of technology in my audio video class because of his background. But if you want to reach out to them, again, can't say enough about Barry and Rebecca Richards at 615-504-7425 is a way to reach them. 615-504-7425. Be sure always and let them know you turned Century. Again, they would recommend as well Cobb Hill Homes. So I just love it because I've had him in here before when y'all were in here together, and I just love when you've got that common interest, and it's just that's what this county is about.
It's to help people.
Yeah. Period.
That's what it is.
Period. So there you go. And if you want to be one of our sponsors, reach out to me. and we'll hook you up. But we're talking all things Robertson County Fair. Starts tomorrow. There's judging going on. What about the fair? So the fair and all that, because of Mexico and the surgery and all that, I'm kind of out of the loop.
It happened 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And I'm don't put us on the spot with who won what. But
somebody may know and put it up in comments, but
yeah, but we actually, for the first time, we had it inside the red building because it was because of the heat. The girls, they're already having to have their makeup on and their dresses and everything else. So if you put them down there in the white building, which one of these days we will have it air conditioned, but it was just going to be too much for them, just to be out in that heat for that long. So we moved it to the red building, built a stage in there, curtains, lights.
We had a big turnout for it.
Had a big turnout.
Yes,
a big
we did.
turnout, and,
always do.
Yeah. So, and like I say, it was a lot more comfortable. In there, the girls liked it, where they was not in, 80, 90, bumping 100 sometimes degree temperatures, so it was a very good turnout.
So if you know who won Fairest of the Fair, throw those names up for us, and we'll get to see. I think that's always fun and cool. I've had friends that's kiddos have gotten involved in that, and that's something that's a part of our county as well and has been going on. So I love some of the old pictures of the fair queen and those different kinds of things. It's a lot of fun to look back on those archives. Yeah. Okay, now, Chad chimed in on something. Chad, maybe he can tell us who won the Fairest of the Fair, but he said there's no pre-registration for baking. So
okay,
there you go.
Well,
that
Chad
was a question.
He said he would be watching to correct whatever we said wrong.
So let's throw that out there. We were talking about the baking. They're doing the judging for the flowers today. But tomorrow, the baking competition, what time did you say that's happening?
The baking competition is 1:00.
Okay, so it's 1:00. If you want to compete and you're just hearing about this and you're like, well, I need to make such and such, baking, we're talking like cobblers and cakes,
pies, and then
banana bread,
and they put them in the refrigerated cases after it's over with, so we can
take a look at them.
And at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night when we're about to die starving,
some of the fair board might judge them.
Yeah.
There you go. Snack time.
Yeah.
Snack time. So I tell you what, let's kind of, we've been just all over the place. Start unpacking it. Unpack it again from every day. Let's just go through. Let's just go. You do Tuesday, you do Wednesday, you do Thursday, you do Friday, and then you do Saturday. Do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm going to shut up.
Tuesday, 1 p.m., open baking, and then at 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon is the fair parade. And then starting from 5 to 7:30 is Maddie Taylor on the acoustic stage, which will be up there around the food court, food pavilion, and all that. And then 6 to 9, like I say, there again, Dave Delgado and the Last Minute Band on the Century stage. Inside the exhibit hall or the red building, the 4-H will be having, or the UT Extension Service will be having a demonstration on how to make, and I hate saying this because it's cheesy, easy peasy smoothies. I don't get into that kind of, but easy peasy smoothies.
I know who's in charge of that.
Yep. So. And Mackenzie Dawson is actually going to be doing, the demonstration. Last year, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Fletcher.
Well, yeah, because she's changed jobs. That's right. So this is, that's right. I was thinking Elizabeth be doing it, but
yeah.
Okay.
But she's and Elizabeth. We've watched her grow up. Now she's married.
She's changed jobs up there.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay.
But then 7 p.m. we have the dairy show underneath the livestock pavilion.
And this is again tomorrow.
This is tomorrow.
This is still Tuesday, guys.
And then the public service announcement that the drone races have been canceled. The group that was going to put that on called us just a couple of days ago and said, hey, we're not going to be able to do it, which left us with no time to get anything else, really lined up. So,
but it's a good night. Again, that's a ticket price. It's the back to school special. So you can bring your kids out and you're going to want to do the midway anyway. So you can let the kids go hit the midway, do the rides. You can go watch the shows. And great night, just to kind of get your parameters and kind of get that done. So, I think it'll be fine because it's a night for kids to ride rides, really.
Yes.
And to come in for that one ticket price. So is that everything on Tuesday?
That's everything on Tuesday.
Okay, Ronnie, you take Wednesday.
I'm going to do Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh, you
because
are?
Yes,
Those
I
are
am,
his
because
nights.
those are my nights right there.
Okay, okay.
Looks like at 7 o'clock, we're going to have the beef show, and that's at the Livestock Pavilion.
That's on Wednesday.
That's on Wednesday.
Okay.
Looks like from 5 to 7:30, the late bloomers on the acoustic stage, which will be up next to the concession stand and the pavilion up there. 6 to 9 is going to be Big Saxy Blues, and that'll be on the Century stage, which is our big stage area
Okay.
down there. And at 7 o'clock, now this is it. Everybody needs to see this. We put on a go-kart race.
All
There's
right.
going to be 2 classes. They're going to pay $500 to win. And these guys put on
Oh,
a show. Now,
yeah.
they want that $500.
That's great.
And so it's a really, really good race.
Uh-huh.
They don't play.
I love it.
It's literally mini NASCAR. I mean, the track will be built, you know, with
I love it.
our track guys. They do an awesome job, and then like I say, it'll be a sure enough look like NASCAR track.
Tim with 41A, he does a great job of putting it on. We run by his rules and stuff, and so he does a great job, and it's a really good race.
I
If you
love
like
it.
go-karts
There
or
you go.
racing at all, it will be good.
So is there anything during the day on Wednesday specifically?
No.
It's all pretty
no.
much starts happening in the so and again, reminder on that ticket price, that is a night that the seniors can come in for a donation to the Kiwanis. And you're gonna have the $18 ticket, which will give the kids all the rides, right?
Just pay one way.
Pay one way.
Yes.
So we got the $15 ticket tomorrow night, $18 ticket on Wednesday night, and you just heard the event, so you want to do Thursday as well?
Yes, and Thursday, this is my event right here. And this is something a lot of people don't know about that we've added to the fair in the last few years. We have a car show,
Oh,
and it pays $500 to win,
whoa.
pays
Okay.
$250 for second, and pays $100 for third with trophies. So you get
Okay.
a trophy too. And there is every kind of car you can imagine there.
So where are they going to be? Are they going to be
They're
on
going to be
the-
down by the Century Stage area
Okay,
down there.
okay.
And it's
Well, man,
people's
that's gonna
choice.
be-
Now, the only people that get to judge it are the people that pay admission to get in the fair. So the people coming to the fair are the ones that are judging the cars.
Ooh. So how do they do that? Do they have
They'll see Honeybee. Honeybee will be set up at a table there, and I'll have a sign up, and you just go there. The cars will be numbered, and
Okay.
you just say, "Hey, whatever car number, I like that car," and then she'll.
Man, that's going to be a big night. Who's playing on the stage that night?
Looks like on the Century stage, the Tri-State Ramblers. So I guarantee you that's got to
Oh
be a
my
bluegrass,
gosh!
isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. That's the Brown Girls.
Yeah, and 5 to 7:30. Looks like Jake Fiddler is on the acoustic stage, which
Okay.
will be up by the pavilion.
Man, that's going to be a good crowd.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one thing that will get our crowd over there to hear the music because
Yes.
you've got that set up. That's
Well, hey,
really I like that. That's
show
gonna be
cars
great.
and music. What else?
You
I mean,
better
what else do you
believe
want?
it. And good bluegrass. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, for sure. That's going to be a good night right there. I mean,
But
it's
after
all
the-
going to be good, but yeah.
Yeah.
After the car show's over with, though, at 7 o'clock we have the new event we started last year, which is a jump and run, and that's kind of interesting.
It's
Explain that to me. And again, we're still talking Thursday night, guys. Thursday night, go
It's 2 cars race around an obstacle course,
right.
and it's kind of elimination. You just get eliminated. You know, if you lose, you get an X. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you go in the losers bracket. Then they race again, and till you get 3 X's, and then you're out. Okay.
Okay.
So it's just
Jump and
attrition,
run.
really, what gets them kind
Because
of.
we did this last year,
Yeah.
right? And y'all
Yes.
were trying to explain it to me last year, and I was like, I don't know. But anyway, it sounds like fun.
I really
like
just
that.
understood it for sure this year.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
how
yeah.
it works, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty fun watching those cars jump the
Yeah.
bumps and things.
Just
Yeah.
all this. It's just
Oh,
so
yeah.
good. So that's Thursday night.
Yes.
And let's remind people of the pricing. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, that's the night that the seniors can get in with a donation to the Kiwanis Toy Drive. Students can get in for a $15 ticket tomorrow night, $18 ticket Wednesday and Thursday night, pay one way so they can ride all the rides. And then you've just heard all what we're unpacking as far as the events, right? So we
Yes,
got that.
and come and support my car guys because
Absolutely.
they want to show their cars and they want people to look at them.
And do you know how many you're going to have, or is it just show up?
I've had no less than 75.
Oh, wow.
You know, so
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great
And
show.
actually, last year we had to turn some away because it was full.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just
yeah. And if you got a car you want to show, get there early.
Okay.
Because you got to get it in, and it's first come, first serve. So I
Okay.
got
So
limited space.
once the spaces are done, now if I'm bringing a car, do I have to pay ticket admission?
Yes, you have. Everybody in the car has to pay admission.
Okay,
That's the
'cause
only cost.
That's just it. So you're going to have to pay to get in, but then you might win some money.
Hey, and what? Hey, when you get there, you know you can go up in the midway,
Yeah.
enjoy the fair. You know, so
Yeah.
It's a
you
pay
get a
one
lot-
way night, and if you're a senior,
and you might win $500 too.
but if you're a senior and
if
you're
you're a
bringing
senior,
your car,
if you bring in your car and you
bring
can
a
get in,
donation.
yes,
Okay.
that's exactly right. And you can come in as early as, is it 3:30, 4 o'clock?
Yes, yes. I would rather them get there early, you know,
Okay.
so I can get them set up and everything.
Yeah.
Because you know how that fair traffic gets.
for
and
sure.
I can get them out once the show's over with. I can get them out because we got the police there and we can stop the traffic and get the cars out.
Right.
You know, but getting them in, that's a whole different ball game.
You better believe it. So get there early if you want to be a part of the car show. But that gets us unpacked through Thursday. So now let's move on to Friday. You want to take the lead on this, Trent?
I'll
Okay.
take Friday.
Okay.
The sheep and lamb show underneath the livestock pavilion starts at 6 p.m.
Okay.
And that's, you'd be surprised how many sheep and lambs there are. It's like the goat show, you know. They're everywhere, you know. So, but then 7 p.m. Is like what Ronnie was talking about, the motocross event, you know, in the arena, and it's going to be a professional, you know. I mean, these are guys that compete, you know, in a lot of different races
There's a
and stuff
big
like
prize
that.
on the table.
And there's
Yes.
big money up for grabs, so they're really going to want to win that. So, and like I say, if you're just into motocross and you don't care to ride rides or something like that, it's $12 to get in the gate.
If you're an adult.
If you're an adult, $6 if you're a kid.
There you go.
So, and a lot of people, they would just come, you know, just to do that, you know, just come in just to see that. But, you know, walk around the midway, you know, there's games, there's, you know, the carnival food, you know,
That you can't get any other
that you
time.
can't get any other time.
People try to pull off carnival food, you know, but
Yeah,
they just,
but
it's just not the
still-
same.
It's not the same.
It
as,
is not the same.
As walking around trying to hold a Polish sausage with grilled onions and mushrooms dripping all off.
Oh,
of it
honey.
everywhere, So
And the grilled corn, they'll use
yeah,
all that
it's-
stuff.
yeah.
Fried Oreos.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I know. I'm a waffle cake person. I can't really do a fair without a waffle cake. It's
Yeah.
just that's my. Everybody has their thing. That's mine, and they're just not the same. I don't care. You can get them any other time, but they're just not the same.
So there we go, down the rabbit hole again.
I know. There we go. Let's back on track. We're
Back
on
track,
Friday.
You know,
Go.
You know, we have the motocross, and then from 5 to 7:30 p.m. there is Amber Watts on the acoustic stage, and then 6 to 9 p.m. is the Blue Mountain Drive at the Century Stage. I mean, I don't know where Tommy, he, like I say, he knows everybody.
Yes, he does.
He can get you talent.
Yes, he
on the
can.
stages. So
Yes, he can.
and then Saturday, you know, Saturday is an all day at the fair.
Yes.
Now from 9 until 10:30 a.m. we have events going on. It doesn't cost anything to come to these events. There's the 4-H Pullet Show and sale.
That's chickens.
The chicken auction. The chicken auction.
Yeah.
And it'll be at the livestock pavilion, and it starts at 9 o'clock that morning. And then right after that, we have 10 a.m. pet show. And when we're talking pets,
That's so cute.
It's just not dogs and cats.
That's
I mean,
fun.
we've had turtles down there, we've
Yeah.
had snakes down there, you name it, we've had it down there.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's at 10 o'clock. 10:30, and this is a honeybee, or I guess we should call her Hunter. Mantooth is her actual name. Everybody knows her as Honeybee. So at 10:30, we have Barnyard Buddies Baby Show. Now that is a big event,
Oh yeah.
and Chad will have to jump in there and tell me the ages, you know, or Honeybee. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, 4 or 5 year olds, something like that. So
Okay, he's not. I got to do. He did a little chime in on motocross, and he says it's open for locals as well, and there are a lot of different classes available. So you might still be able to get in on that, guys.
yeah,
A lot of different age groups in
A lot of
that.
different age groups.
Yeah, I
But
should've
we
mentioned
need to
that.
know about the baby contest, Chad. What are the categories on that? And what's really cool about the barn? They're dressed up in their country finery.
Yes.
That's what's so stinking cute.
yeah, they'll have their little overalls on.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and their bonnets
And just adorable.
just
And just adorable. Do these have to be Robertson County kids?
yes, yes,
Yes, they do. Because see, I've got grandkids out of county that are super cute, but they are in another county.
yeah.
And so these need to be Robertson County kiddos. So
yes.
I can't be sneaking my grandbabies in there.
No, that's exactly right. So, and then like I say, that's at 10:30.
Oh, and they use the voting machines,
Yeah.
regular voting machines. So
Yeah.
It's legit.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we all know how we all get up and it's like with our babies and stuff. So it is a legit
cast your
vote.
ballot.
Yes, you got to
Yeah.
cast your ballot. But it's adorable.
So,
Adorable.
and also going on at 10:30 a.m. Or immediately following. Yeah, see, that's kind of it's not really a misprint, but you have to put it in there like that. Right after the Barnyard Buddies baby show is over, the pedal pool or pedal races. It used to be a pedal pool where they used to sled, but now we have, you don't have to bring your pedal tractor. We have those
They
provided.
got 'em.
That way we have two identical tractors, so everything is fair. One's not geared any higher or any lower than another one or something like that. And then we have the pedal races, and that'll be happening down at the Livestock Pavilion.
Okay.
So, and that's from 9 to 10:30, 11-ish.
Right.
All of that is free.
Yeah.
You just bring your kids. It doesn't cost anything to sign them up for any of that. So just come on down to that. But then at 3 p.m., the goat show starts in the Livestock Pavilion. And that's when the gates open on Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. And still you have your $12 and $6 admission to get in. But from 3 to 7, they have an armband special, which is you buy a $20 armband.
Okay.
And then you can ride the rides from 3 to 7. Now
Okay.
don't get there at 6:30 and buy a $20 armband, because at 7 o'clock it ends.
It ends.
So,
Okay.
but a lot of people take advantage of that because
really
it's
good.
not as crowded, from 3 to 7. So you can actually, for the $20, it's a pretty good deal because you don't have to really stand in a whole lot of lines. You can get several rides in
That's very good.
for that. So
That's great. I didn't realize y'all had that armband deal on Saturday. That's a good deal.
yes.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So does that mean you can come in and go to the baby events and stuff and not have a ticket price at the gate even?
Correct. But I mean, after all of those events are over with, which is normally almost lunchtime, and then, I guess you could sneak around and hide in the fairgrounds, but we'll find you.
You need to pay the ticket. Yeah, that's the thing. Don't do that, y'all.
Don't do that. And then, like I say, the gates will open up officially at
Okay.
3 o'clock.
Very good. And then, so 3 to 7, you can get that 20. So would you pay? So you would pay, a student would pay the $6 entry fee to get in.
Yes.
And then buy their armband.
Right.
And that's how it works, guys. And here's the thing: you need to pay these ticket prices because this is a nonprofit, and we need your we need you chiming in and contributing and doing all these things, and it is just a great deal. So don't try to beat the gate. Come on.
We are not owned by anybody. The fairgrounds is its own separate entity, and people still don't understand that sometimes, and we have to explain to them.
Right.
We get, these are not county buildings. These are not city buildings. So if we need to replace a roof, if we need to replace a heat and air unit, if we need to upgrade the plumbing, if we need to add rock, it comes strictly out of the proceeds that we make throughout the year from events like our main event, which is the fair. And then, the buildings are actually for rent, and the grounds are for rent, throughout the year. And we have a few others, a couple other events that we put on and we operate off the concession stand.
You guys are in charge of the farmers market now.
Yes, we're in charge of the farmers market. So every penny that is, spent for maintenance comes out of, the Fair Association's checkbook.
So support them.
Yeah.
Get out.
So
be a
that's not to
support.
say we don't get support from the county and the city. We donate the grounds for the Freedom Fest,
Right.
and then, they'll, while they're down there, they'll fix a few lights and stuff, the electric department will, things like that, and they, they will help us in any way they can, but monetarily it's all strictly up to us.
I know, and it is just, again, I can't say enough about our fair. Great event. It's early this year because we have to stick with Kreisel's schedule.
Kissel.
So if you're Kreisel, Kissel, and I knew better than that. As soon as it came out of my mouth.
Kreisel is a school. So,
Yeah.
so.
But Kissel, and to keep them, that's why we are early this year. But that gives us an opportunity to showcase some of the produce that we didn't showcase last year because it was later. So you getting ready to say something, Ronnie?
I talked to so many people in the county, and I asked them about the fair, and they said, I haven't been down there in years.
Oh, my gosh.
But it has changed so much.
Yes.
This is a year you should come and check it
Absolutely.
out. It
For
is.
sure. For sure.
And like Ronnie said earlier, if you want to get involved, now I'm going to preface this with it is 100% volunteer. There are no paid people, no paid fair board members.
But you'll be part of a family.
You'll be part of the family.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, though, you feel good, helping and doing and the things and supporting.
And
the
it's
fair.
kind of like a club.
Yeah,
It really is.
It really is. Y'all kind of have like a club going on down because it's like I see you guys and you just got this camaraderie, and a family is a better way to describe it. But if you're really wanting to plug in and really kind of get a vibe for what's going on in this county, this is a great place to do it.
And when you walk around the fair while the fair's going on, and you see these kids just having so much fun, and you see them with the pride they have in winning ribbons and stuff like that. I mean, that's worth any pay that you could ever hope to get right
For
there.
sure. And I tell you, before we get off the track, you didn't completely finish everything on Saturday. So let's finish Saturday. And we're going to do my last break, and then we're coming back. And because our hour is just about over, y'all.
Yeah, we need 2 hours sometimes.
I know.
Okay, 3 p.m. the gates open, goat show. And also at 3 p.m. going on underneath the Century Stage, the 4-H Club has a Grill Master Challenge.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I was just reading about that. Did you know a lot about this?
I don't know a lot about that.
It looks like they're going to cook beef, pork, chicken, and lamb. So, and they're going to be judged on it. So It's going to be kind of like a cook-off.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of like a
That's pretty
cook-off.
cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. I love 4-H. They're so much fun.
They are.
They
it's
do.
a great
Yeah, we have a
organization.
great 4-H.
Ronnie's going to be down there trying to get in on the judging.
You're going to try to get in on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 5 to 7:30 p.m. I love these names. The Roadhouse Roosters are going to be on the Century Stage, and so that's they're great. But then the main event, as far as the acoustic stage, and if you've never heard Tommy sing, I mean, he is one talented man.
Yes, he is.
He'll be at the acoustic stage from 6 to 9. I mean, he's going to be playing 3 hours.
He's so good,
And
y'all.
he is so good.
I haven't got to hear him all summer because I've been so tied up.
Puts
with
on a
stuff.
great show.
But I try to go see him every chance I can.
They come, him and a couple of his
so
friends,
good.
they was down there at the barbecue at the wing contest. And, just
Incredible.
having him singing, and it's unbelievable. So, anyway, then 7 p.m., the main event in the arena is the Demolition Derby.
There you go.
There you go. Enough said about that.
There you go. I mean, that's
there
just it.
is a wide variety of people in the stands. Let's just put it that way.
Yes.
And here's the thing: that ticket price, you've got so you can come in for adults is $12, kids are $6, and you got that, and you got everything. I mean, now you got to buy your tickets for the rides, or you can come in at 3 and get your armband.
Yes.
like you were talking about. But I mean, what a great day Saturday's going to be.
9 events.
Nine
nine
events.
total.
Yeah,
Yes.
9 events going
Saturday,
on all day
man.
long
Yeah.
Saturday.
Oh my gosh,
So,
such a great day.
yes, and it's towards the end of the week. It's going to be cooling off. So,
Yep.
during the morning that day, I've got a Fair Board member calling me right now.
Probably something we're forgetting.
Probably, but I'll call him. Anyway,
You can check in with them when I do my break here in just a second.
Okay, and then, but yeah, like I say, all of these events going on all day long Saturday.
Absolutely.
And then it's going to be a little bit cooler, a good day. So y'all come on out. Like I say, there's free events in the morning, and there's good deals in the afternoon.
For sure, for sure. And this is all happening this week, guys. Big fair week, kicking it off tomorrow with the parade, and we will keep these books in here, and we'll talk about it all week. Make sure and push everybody out there, and make sure everybody is aware of it. But I do need to pause, maybe check in and see if there's something you're forgetting, and then we'll go ahead. We're going to talk about one of our sponsors here, and I do remind you, if you would like to sponsor One Street Over, reach out to me, because we've got a couple of open slots, which we don't normally have. So reach out to me if that's something you'd like to check out. We want to talk about our friends over at Veterans Motorplex. This is one of the best kept secrets really in Robertson County. People talk about, oh, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. When's the last time you went to the races? This is the old Highland Rim Speedway. This is a historical place. Trent and I have talked about it before, about how that it's been around for a long, long time. Oh, I think actually it was Mayor Vogel I had in here that was talking about going as a kid. And some of the people that have raced on this track, that big names that you would know, they have a great time. They are running it well, and it is just, again, one of the best kept secrets in Robertson County. This is up in Greenbrier. What I love about it, so many of my kids at Greenbrier High School, this is their first summer job, is working for Jerry out at the racetrack. And they have their racing season is March through October. We got a little bit of a late start this year because they did a bunch of renovations out there. So keep that in mind. They might run into November if the weather will let them, but for sure through October, you can go out to the races. A $40 ticket. We're talking about good deals. $40 will get in up to 6 kids and 2 adults for a $40 ticket price. It's family friendly, no alcohol served, so you can bring the kids out. You don't have to worry about any of that. They'll have big wheel races and stuff like that. Great concession stand, and this is, again, in the heart of Greenbrier, 6801 Kelly Willis Road in Greenbrier. Cannot say enough about our long-running sponsor as well, Veterans Motorplex, and all the things going, but you need to follow them at Highland Rim Speedway. That way you can know all the things going on if they have rain delays and things like that. But reach out to them today and make sure they know U-Turn sent you. Look, you got something you want to say, Ronnie?
Well, I come from a racing background, and
So,
Jack does a
yeah.
great
When
job.
he says racing background, we're talking NASCAR racing background. We're not talking,
That's all that is.
small time stuff. We're talking
Jerry,
big time.
I just ate breakfast with Charlie Jackson over
Okay.
there Saturday, and we were talking about some stuff. But they do a great job.
They
over there.
really do. It is.
And they got some good racers over there too.
Yes,
I
they
mean,
do.
yeah,
It is a lot of fun, but
Yes, it is.
just can't say enough about what's going on here in Robertson County. So, what is it that you forgot that you?
Well, Sunday afternoon, come get all your stuff.
Oh yes,
Don't
forget.
From 2 to 4 p.m. Anybody that entered anything in the exhibit halls, can come down after church from 2 to
Yes.
4 and
Pick up your stuff.
pick up all your stuff and collect your money.
Yeah.
Because you actually win. Not only do you win a ribbon, you win money. Now it's not life changing money, but it's money.
Yeah.
So, and in this economy,
Every penny helps.
we ain't gonna get on any politics or anything like that. As bad as I want.
We don't have time. We
Yeah.
don't have time. Go ahead.
I just wanted to add one thing. Our theme this year is summer nights and Ferris wheel lights. And when I came off the hill from Baggett's this morning, the first thing I seen was the Ferris wheel lit up.
Yeah.
Going up. Yeah. I love that theme. So say it again.
Summer nights and Ferris wheel lights.
I
Yep.
like
and
that.
it's still summertime, so that's why
There
the
you
theme
go.
is summer nights.
like
so
that.
And I think that the nights are going to be
yeah,
reasonably
it's
cool.
going to be
And so
yeah. We're optimistically thinking about it's going to be just a great week. I mean,
think so, too.
we have to go into it looking like that, and like I say, art now. Well, let me plug. Our concession stand will be open every night too, so
And that helps raise money for the fair. So.
helps raise money for the fair, and our prices are a family of 4 or 5. I mean, now don't get me wrong. The turkey legs, they're well worth what you have to
Yes,
pay.
they're delicious.
The ribeye sandwiches, the poster kielbasa's, all that, well worth it. But, we also have, we'll have hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, and stuff like that at our concession stand,
Chili pie.
yeah, Frito chili pies, stuff like that. So,
Yes.
yeah, so come by our concession stand. Different organizations will be there different nights.
Okay.
My Father's House will be there, I think, Thursday and Friday night.
Okay.
Or Wednesday and Thursday night. I can't remember. They'll be in there working the concession stand for us, and we have lots of organizations that help. The Lions Club, they operate gates. The Men's Club, they operate
many.
gates. So.
And will the veterans be parking folks across the street?
Yes, the VA will be Veterans Administration,
Yes.
VFW, not
Yeah.
the VA. VFW will be
The
parking.
VFW will be there, and you can, pay to park there, and it's a great parking. And that way you've got them watching your vehicle, and you're helping them out too.
Yep.
Chad also chimed in. We're out of time, but if anything y'all think that we need to hit before we finish up, Chad mentioned the Barnyard Buddies is ages 1 to 6, and that's on Saturday.
Saturday at 10:30.
Yeah, and I'll keep reiterating all this stuff all week. We're going to keep talking it up and making sure everybody's
Maybe
aware of
Ronnie
it.
could come in, for at least 20 minutes
Honestly,
every morning.
I've got I have got a maybe an opening on Thursday morning, 7 to 7:30. If you want, I got to double check.
If we're still alive,
Okay, I may have an opening. Now, tomorrow we're going to be talking about foreign exchange students and some needs there. And then Wednesday is still kind of tentative, but we're talking possibly going to try to get the Recovery Court folks in here about the Recovery Fest coming up. Yes, go ahead.
I was just looking at this motocross page here, and I
Oh.
want you to look at the age groups and
That's
all the people
incredible.
that are going to be there.
That's going to
is
be a
gonna big
good
thing.
time.
The motocross thing is going to be really big.
Well, we'll try to get you back in, Ronnie, if you want to come in. And I think Thursday is I've got like an opening, but that may be the only one. But we're going to talk fair all week with all the other things, and I'm out of time. Any parting thoughts before we head out? Just come to the fair.
Come on down. It's a real family oriented.
You bet.
time. So
If you're a newcomer, this is how you find out about our county. You get out there and you get involved and you see what's going on. And again, we just kind of plug the fact that if you would like to be a part of what they're doing and volunteer and all of those things, now's the time to start talking to them. There's info in the fair catalog is online as well. This is from Stephanie. She said you can go to robertsoncountyfair.com and you've got the little turn page catalog that you can see online, but you again can pick these up all over town as well.
Yes.
Ronnie, you good?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's it, guys. It's so good to be back in this seat. I've got to go to school because teachers are in service today, and then we'll see you kids in class tomorrow for a half day. Yes, kiddos, wake up. It's time for school and the fair and all the things. What a big week here in Robertson County. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for joining us here on 1100 WSGI. God bless. Have a fabulous